Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we're talking about a updated Batteryman deck profile for June 12th, for June 12th, 2017. Actually, a lot has happened to this deck since the last deck profile I did. I don't remember the last time I did a deck profile. But in the last 2 months, we've gotten a lot of support. This is actually not a pure version of Batteryman. This is actually Batteryman Lyrilusc. It's still Batteryman at its core, but it's also got some Lyrilusc in it. So without further ado, let's check it out. We're starting with the Batteryman, 2 fuel cell, 3 9-volt, only 2 charger, and 1 industrial strength. The reason we're running 2 fuel cell and not 3 is because he kind of bricks at 3. He's just a really bad card to top deck. He's a really poor card. He's a decent enough card to have 2 of in your hand. The only problem is he's searchable off 9-volt. You really only need 1 to get any plays going, but the reason we're running 2 is if you open him, charger with tribute fodder, that's 8k damage. Also, 2 level 6s can make rank 6s. 9-volt searches all these cards, including himself, so that's an obvious. Industrial strength, I've never seen this card at more than 1. I've actually never seen him at less than 1 either. And charger is actually the same reason for fuel cell. Charger's a 2 of because he is searchable off 9-volt. And you don't really want to see 2 of these in your hand because it's not really a whole lot you can do with 2 of them in your hand unless you are able to get an access to Brilliant Fusion, because you can use Charger's effect twice and you can summon both of these twice, but I've never really, in testing, I have yet to really miss the 3rd charger. That's it for the Batteryman. We are running Brilliant Fusion still, and Turbuline or Amber and Trick Clown are both very good for the Gem Knight and the Light. 3 copies of Bro Hunter. This is actually one of the cards we got in Duelist Saga. I mean, this card is normal summon. You could add 1 Light, level 4 Thunder type monster from your deck to your hand. So this gives us some pretty decent plays, or pretty decent cards that we have access to in our side deck in the form of Danko Sekka and Thunder King Ryo. But that's it for the Batteryman support. For the Lyrilusc engine, we are actually running 3 of each of the little ones. So 3 Wobbler, 3 Sparrow, and 3 Swallow. Wobbler is probably the best for this deck because Wobbler by herself, if you control no monsters, special summon her out, tributor for charger. Swallow's not too poor. Obviously, you need to have another one with you. And Sparrow allows you to do some crazy rank 1 plays, actually, that are available. But this also allows us to have pretty decent access in our side deck. This is like, essentially our side deck is being made for us in our main, because Bro Hunter can search Thunder King Ryo, Danko Sekka, and DD Crow is a level 1 Winged Beast monster and fits right in with the deck. We're running hand traps as well, just 2 different ones. 3 Battle Fader, and 1 Maxi. But that's actually it for the monsters. For the spells, 1 for 1 should be pretty obvious why. 3 Brilliant Fusion and 3 Insta Fusion. The ban list did hurt us by taking away Norden, so our rank 4 plays are kind of gone now. But they're not gone, especially if we get Brilliant Fusion. But Norden's obviously gone. But there are 2 targets for Instant Fusion. I'll get to that in a second, but it's a super strong card. And Brilliant Fusion is, honestly, if you can get the access to this card in this deck, you might just like auto win, unless your opponent's got a pretty decent amount of hand traps. Ash Blossom negates this, so that's kind of annoying. But this deck doesn't really care about Max C. Valor does hurt this, and Ogre kind of hurts this deck, not as badly. But Brilliant Fusion is just an insane card in this deck. 1 Soul Charge, 1 Raigeki for the 1-ofs, and that's it for the spells. For the traps, we're running 3 Oasis of the Dragon Souls, 1 Imperial Order, and 1 Warning. These 2 cards are in here because they're just broken by themselves. And the reason we're running 3 Oasis of the Dragon Souls is this makes our worst hand great. Because what's the worst hand is you can only normal summon 9-volt, and then he dies in the end phase. But this way, you can normal summon 9-volt, set Oasis of the Dragon Soul, and then special summon 9-volt either during your opponent's battle phase, or preferably during your opponent's end phase, so you still have tribute fodder. So that way you get a search, he doesn't die during your opponent's end phase, and you have tribute fodder. But you can also use this as a battle trap as well, because that's why we're not running Call of the Haunted, because while Call of the Haunted does summon them in attack position, this summons them in, and it has to be in defense position. And let's get into the extra deck. The fusions, we're running 1 Nightingale, 1 Restrict, and 1 Seraphite. This is for Brilliant Fusion. These are your targets for instant fusion. What's cool about her is she doesn't die to instant fusion because she's unaffected by other card effects. You can just special summon her and just sit on her if you have nothing else literally that you can do. And Restrict is a card I've always super loved in this deck because you summon Restrict, you take your opponent's Masterpiece, you take your opponent's Dryden, you take your opponent's biggest monster, you take your opponent's best monster, or even better, like you Kaiju their Masterpiece and you take their Kaiju and then you tribute over the Restrict. But what also is cool about Restrict is you can use Restrict to make the assembled Nightingale, not the independent one. We're not running Poly because that would be stupid. 2 copies, a Lyrilusc assembled Nightingale. That's actually it for the rank 1s. For the rank 4s, we're running what you'd anticipate. Emerald, because he's really good. A Dweller, Castell, because they're really good. 106 Giant Hand, because he's really good going first. And Utopia for the Lightning. But Utopia the Lightning is technically a rank 5. For the rest of the rank 5s, Pallades, Volcasaurus, and Durandal. Still trying to get access to a Gaia Charger. I kind of want to run Gaia Charger in this deck. I think there could be room, so I could do the Volcasaurus and into Gaia just to get game. And then for the rank 6s, we are running 1 Photon Strike Bouncer, 1 Gauntlet Launcher. This deck still has access to the play, that combo that I showed like a long time ago that ends with Giant Hand, Durandal, Bouncer. But this deck also can do a lot of other really good things along with that combo as well. So that's actually it for the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and most importantly, have a good day.
So I promise this. I love myself. The world is a ghetto, big guns and